Welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale, and today I wanted to show you how easy it is to identify early on when you have a spike for your Catasetums, whether it's a male or a female flower. So just a quick recap at first. So unlike most orchids, Catasetums have that peculiarity that they have either female or male flowers, and the fact is that everybody wants the male flowers because they are showy, like this one here, the pileatum, and the female flower looks completely different, and all these female flowers basically look the same across all species. It's like a green hood, a green helmet. So nobody wants them, but there's not much you can do about it. Well, I mean, it's supposed to reduce the level of light if you want to avoid female flowers. Older plants tend to give you female flowers. There's not much you can do about that. And then they tend to also appear early on in the season. Now here we have a very ideal scenario, because on the same plant, which is a Catasetum Durval Ferreira, which is a cross between the pileatum here and the vinaceum, I have both spikes, and these ones are male flowers. And you can tell they are male because you see they have long buds, skinny buds. And there's a second telltale. There's plenty of flowers there. The thing is that female flowers are few. They last very long, but there's very few of them. This is the other spike, and there's only 3 flowers, I believe. And you see they have a much different shape. They are much fatter, because that's what eventually will turn into that green hood, or green helmet. So this is very early on. You don't have to wait until the flower opens up to figure out what you're gonna have. And like I said, this is kind of an ideal scenario. It doesn't always happen like this. Sometimes you have male and female flower on the same spike, and sometimes you have hermaphrodite flowers which are a cross in between, and they have strange shapes. And so it's not always like this. But again, so if you look at your plant and look at the buds, I mean, a fat bud will indicate a female flower, and a skinny bud indicates a male flower. There's a few exceptions with a few species, but let's forget about that. Then I just want to quickly show you, so this is a pileatum, that's the largest flower of the genus, quite a large one. This one is already fading, and you can see the lateral sepals are faded, and petals and dorsal sepal are also fading, but the lip is still going. It's very fragrant, beautiful. That's the queen of all Catasetums. And actually next to it, right there, you have another pileatum which is about to bloom, and these are male flowers. So it's the same plant. I mean, these flowers are a little greener than those which are yellow, but these are male flowers. Now you see this, it's part of the male flower. If you look down here, look there, you see that's what you see. So this doesn't indicate a female flower. This is actually far advanced. I mean, this should open up very soon. This one actually is about to pop open. So this gives you an idea. So a female flower is really a lot more compact and fat, if I can call it that. So that's it for today. There's not much you can do about it. It's always interesting to know whether you're going to have the male or the females, the much anticipated male flowers. You have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.